If you spend 8, 10, maybe 12 hours of your day sitting, at some point your chair stops working for you and starts working against you. After testing hundreds of chairs, I can confidently say the Libernovo Omni is a chair that can fix that. It stops the constant shifting and the back pain that can set in after just a few hours, keeping you fresh through a full workday so you still have energy for extra hours of gaming or side projects at night. In this video, I'll cover the newly released Omni Pro, Libernovo's flagship model. It's where they've put all their best technology and high-end materials. But alongside it, they quietly released the Omni SE. This might be the sweet spot for many of you. The chair comes very well packaged and assembly took me about 15 minutes. It's a logical flow and I love the big instruction board and that it uses only one tool for everything. Before I even had the chair together, I discovered two specific upgrades to the arms I was thrilled to see. I'll get to those later on. I'm happy to say the bones of the Omni Pro remain the same as the OG version. For me, the seat was what made the original Omni so special. They use a multi-density foam, firmer to the rear to support your sit bones, and then softer towards the front to keep your circulation healthy. The result is a seat I'd describe as plush. Even though most high-end ergonomic chairs offer good seat support, many find them too firm due to their thin seat pad. The Omni, on the other hand, is inviting. You sink in just enough to feel held, but not locked into place. Both seat depth options remain the 45cm and 48cm. One thing worth noting on the 48cm option specifically, Libernovo has another great change here. They reinforced the front edge with denser, thicker cushioning. But don't worry, it still stays soft right to the edge with very little pressure on the backs of your legs. But at the same time, the raised contour keeps you from sliding forward off the seat. This is something that I have seen people complain about with the original, and I agreed I could personally feel that sliding feeling. So this change makes a real difference in how that seat feels. The Omni Pro adds active airflow seat ventilation, and Libernovo used premium materials to make sure this is more than just a gimmick. It's a quiet centrifugal fan built into a 5-layer breathable structure. This draws cool air upwards and keeps the seat surface dry through extended sessions. It has 2 levels and a battery that lasts 14 plus hours on low and around 9 hours on high. There's also a smart sensor system. If you leave the chair and come back within 30 minutes, the fan automatically resumes where you left off. After 30 minutes, it will need a manual restart, but it's a nice touch that shows they thought about real-world use. On low mode, it's so quiet it's difficult to hear it above normal room noise. And yet you can absolutely feel it working. Kick it up to high and it's genuinely a strong cooling sensation. Even if you're like me and don't necessarily run hot, there's still moments in a long session where a thickly padded seat starts to build up heat, and this eliminates that before you would notice it happening. My favorite time to use it though was transitioning back from my walking pad. That moment where you're warm from moving and then you sit back down into cool airflow is very satisfying. I usually reserve the word suspended for mesh chairs, but the Omni Backrest somehow manages that same suspended magic, and no hard edges to dig into your shoulders. It moves with you. If you twist or lean, it follows along. So whether you're sitting bolt upright for serious tasks or deep in a recline, your weight distributes evenly and the backrest just kind of moves with you. Looking at the fabric here, this is another pro upgrade to the chair. This is the Danish Gabriel Atlantic fabric. It is a European premium textile rated for over 100,000 rubs. That's twice as high as the standard Omni's soft touch stretch olefin fabric, so it's truly made for the long haul. The olefin does have the edge for being softer to the touch and more stretchy, just like it's named, but the Gabriel is more commercial grade and gives the chair a more professional look. The hand press test made it seem like the stretchy fabric would make the original seat feel more cush than the Pro, but in the actual sit test, the fabric didn't seem to affect the seat's softness. The Pro keeps the powered piston for adjustable lumbar and the Omni Stretch traction feature. You can dial in the lumbar just like a car seat or let the stretch cycle push your spine into a nice reset. I've had my back pop more than once using it, and it truly feels amazing. Now, one funny gripe, on the original, I'd sometimes accidentally bump the Omni Stretch button with my elbow. It's just a minor annoyance, but it's a reminder that more tech isn't always for everyone, and for that person, there's a solution coming. The Pro's S-tier headrest has a lot going for it. It's plush, it's height and depth adjustable, and it's included in the price of the chair. and Libernovo actually upgraded the adjustability on the Pro versus the original. The height travel is now 120 millimeters. That's 40 millimeters more range than before, so the lowest position drops further down to accommodate for more body types. The depth is also extended to 90 millimeters with a thickened central cushion, and the rearmost position sits 10 millimeters lower. This really makes the difference in the recline comfort. And finally, the tilt range widens from 32 to 37 degrees, so it just gives you that little bit of extra customization. Because of the adjustability and the way they integrated it with the backrest, it's not only comfortable sitting upright, but also great in those recline positions. Some brands charge hundreds extra for a headrest this good. It's a huge part of why this chair is so comfortable, especially for those extra hours of gaming or relaxing after work. During assembly, I teased that I found some good surprises, and it starts here with the arms. This is an area where the Pro really separates itself from the original. I had two specific issues with the arms in the first version, and I'm happy to say that Libernovo has fixed both of them. The most important fix is the height. The arms now go lower. My biggest complaint with the original was that even at the lowest setting, the arms sat just a bit too high. That pushed my shoulders up and caused tension over time. Now that the chair arms go low enough, my arms can actually relax at my sides. On top of that, they soften the arm pads. The original pads were pretty good, but these are a definite improvement with a much better squish to them. So you still get the full range of adjustments with depth, pivot, and width, and they're all solid. But with the height and the padding fixed, these have jumped from B tier arms into high A tier. Libernovo upgraded the Omni's recline in the Pro by adding an additional recline position, bringing it up to 5. The new 115-degree balance mode was the missing link. The 105-degree position is great for focus, but by adding one more locking point in the range, it lets you really dial in how far back you want the backrest to tilt. At the 135-degree position, this is my sweet spot. It allows you to take the weight off your spine while still being functional enough to reach your mouse. It might be the best working recline I've found in any chair, and the Omni's super deep 160-degree setting will really give you that nap or relaxation break. But I want to be real with you too, the best thing you can do for your back is not just taking breaks reclining, but also taking breaks from sitting period. I'm a big fan of mixing in standing or using a walking pad throughout the day. Another upgrade you'll see with the Pro is the base. Libernovo swaps the nylon base for a high-grade aluminum alloy base. The more premium materials give you that extra peace of mind for durability, and the look really anchors the high-end looks of the chair. Libernovo is also really good at adding a classy level of branding in just the right spots. Now the other chair I've been teasing. In my first impressions video of the original Omni chair, I had a list of things I wanted to see improved. This included the armrests, the seat depth, the arm and headrest wobble, and finally I suggested the seat would get warm. The Omni Pro solved every single one of those issues. But there was still one major thing on my wish list, a lower price version of the Omni with no electronics. And they actually built it. This is the Omni SE. It's the Omni stripped to its purest form. The same seat, same back, same headrest, but with manual lumbar support instead of the electronics. That means no battery to charge and no electronic warranty to worry about. And the great news is the manual lumbar is super responsive, so it's very fast to go from fully retracted to extended for full support. Now let's break these down. The Omni Pro is S-tier comfort. It's the full package for those who want the flagship materials, Omni stretch, and the cooling system. The Omni SE is S-tier overall. It takes one of the best seating experiences in the game and makes it even higher value by stripping away some of that complexity. It's exactly the chair I asked for, and the fact that Libernovo built it tells me they're paying attention. There's only a couple chairs I've ever given the top rank out to, and the Libernovo Omni has earned a spot alongside these S-tier chairs. The links to these chairs are in the description. Thanks for watching.